Interesting that this huge park-like field is actually closed off in parts. I wonder why. I think he's beginning his descent. Which in itself must be a thrill. Look at the swings that he gets out of it sometimes. Wow.
Jetzt stellen wir uns anschauen, was der für Sachen... Guck mal, wieder der Gelrot. Hilfe, ja du. Nein, mit dem würde ich nicht fliegen.
Wow. Wow, too cool. Too cool. A couple of old churches, and off to the left you make out quickly a cable cog train going up, just disappearing into the trees. And another church that we'll take a look at nearby. Here in Switzerland, I have to actually touch the glass to make sure it's glass because it's so well cleaned. Other parts of the world, they don't even try to clean the bus windows. Oftentimes, I've gotten outside with my hand sanitizer and a piece of Kleenex and cleaned the outside of my window so I could photograph it. Notice the brush for cleaning the top of the car.
22 Meter über Meer. Wir wünschen Ihnen einen guten Aufenthalt. يبلغ 64 فيلم إلى عمر 1302 玩得开心。我们也常常記念に開業し、山頂駅まで1322メートルのハーダークルム町。
You see that cable on the right hand side that's attached to the car going down, and sometimes you can see like that one, you'll see rotating, spinning, but no cable in it. That's because our cable was in it. The other end of that cable is attached to our vehicle. We'll go up. Soon I'm going to hike right down there. Kind of a close-up, you can see how thick that cable is, about 1.25 inches, I would guess. It's interesting that it looks like the cable wraps around that wheel almost 3 times, which probably gives it the purchase. I can only imagine how spectacular it must be when there's blue sky. Since it's pretty spectacular now. What's amazing probably about Switzerland, and I can say this more so in another week or so, is the magnitude. I get confused about which lake is which. I'm going to scoot us up into those snow fields. Amazing. You see that what looks like a giant hanging glacier. A very unique flower. Not sure I've seen anything as fragile looking as this one. Here the thistle is just another flower. Now we're looking down at Interlaken, standing on this pointy deck, which is suspended out here enough cantilevered, if you will, that I can feel the people walking on the other end of it. How this cow got up here is anybody's guess. Now we're looking down the far side, the other side of that hill, or this mountain that we're up on top of, away from Interlaken. Is this spectacular country or what? Not much in views to see because it's all like this, but I thought I'd give myself a memory of this slope. The trail here winds down there and then probably hooks back here and back down there somehow. Got quite a ways to go. For a brief moment we have a hint of what these little meadows look like up here. No different than Jackson, really. Probably everything's just about the same. Flowers themselves may even be the same or similar. Kind of hard up for anything of interest on the way down the trail, so I thought I'd stop and take a look at these little toadstools. Pretty flower on a stalk, although I don't think that's one particular flower. I think it's a whole slew of mini flowers. Yeah, it is. As we drop down in elevation, you can see that other lake off to the left, whichever one it is. It seems no matter how much I think I'm dropping in elevation, when I look, the buildings seem just as close or far away as they were up higher. I forget what this is called. Looks like an old warehouse or barn or some sort, but it's designed to bring stuff in up there in the second floor and ventilate whatever's in there. We get a closer look at that. What looks like individual tiny shingles, and they certainly do look that way, although they look elongated and we just see that rounded tip portion of them. There's a very pretty building, and if you wonder if Interlaken attracts money or has it within it, you don't need to look much farther than this. Ferrari. I often wonder as I'm traveling about if there are places that I would like to live, and my usual answer is no, but occasionally I go, if I found a reason to be living here, this is the kind of place I would like. Imagine if you had a unit that included a balcony up above, or one of those lower balconies. It looks like on the third floor there are balconies. Maybe each place has a little balcony, I'm not sure. But the third and the top do, that had views of this waterway, the sound that you hear from that water sluice underneath what's called a water bridge over there, and out the other end of your unit, the spectacular views of the Jungfrau, which is what I think that is.